Hi, Hayden.
I'm very good. How are you?
Good. Congratulations on the film. It's gorgeous. I love country music anyway.
Oh, yes.
So I was totally in my happy place. But this is the type of film that's going to appeal to everybody, whether they're fans of country or not. So when it comes to the idea, obviously, of your musical background, so music and acting together, was that the dream come true for you?
Oh my God, it was just, once in a lifetime kind of opportunity, and I hadn't really sung in a while, and had kind of lost my nerve with it a little bit, but it was just such a joy, like getting to work with the musicians that I got to work with, making this film with some of my best friends, and have this amazing woman at the heart of it, you know, was just, I'm basically screwed. I'm not going to be able to do anything. Like, I'm out of work basically for the rest of my life. Nothing's going to be as good.
Well, one of the things is that central trio of women, where you've got three very strong, very flawed, very real women who aren't relying on men. And that's still quite an unusual thing to see on screen. So was that a big part of really enjoying being part of the film?
Yeah, I mean, it's great to see three women front and center, and for them to be independent of that. It wasn't something that I was conscious of, because I suppose these women were so on their own journeys, you know. But what I loved about it was that these were three very real, raw, authentic, humane, unsheened characters, which you rarely see. You rarely see female leads like this, which are rusty on the outside, you know, and have foibles and are sometimes unlikable or unnerving to watch. And that was what felt so exciting, was that actually we could bring something really real to the screen.
And the script, I mean, did that just jump off the page at you? It's such a lively piece of work.
Oh, completely. It kind of dislocated me in every single way when I read it. And Nicole's just such a fearless writer, and she's not afraid to like go right into the questions that are sometimes hard to have asked of you, and she's digs as deep as she can to find the complexities in each character. And she's been cooking up this idea for 10 years, you know, and she's got a burning passion for country music, which like goes back to when she was like 7. So it was a real passion project for her, and a kind of a love letter to country music, and a love letter to Glasgow, and a love letter to her mom, and all of that kind of just burst out of the script.
And from the country perspective, is the technique of singing country songs very different to what you would have experienced before, or what you were used to doing?
Yeah, it just requires you to drink a little bit more whiskey, smoke more fags, and break up with people more often.
Not a hardship, really, so.
Yeah, I worked very hard on that.
And when you go into something like this, do you do a lot of prep work beforehand on the music, or do you go into the kind of the acting end? I know obviously the singing is acting too, but is that a different kind of rehearsal process to get that side of the character before you go into the main kind of film?
I think they both kind of work alongside each other. I definitely, the minute I get a script, it's in your mind. Like, all of a sudden, the whole of the rest of the world looks like that world. And the minute I got the script, I started just trying to listen to as much country music as I could. And I was filming in Belfast at the time, and was coming over every second weekend to rehearse up in this shed up in North London with these amazing musicians like Neil McCall, and I suppose figure out where this character's voice was coming from, because I suppose that for her was her most purest point of expressing what she couldn't say in her day-to-day life. And so both her narrative story and her musical story kind of melded together. So yeah.
Rosalind is such an energetic character, which is a firecracker. Were you kind of physically exhausted playing somebody with that much energy, or do you naturally kind of have an awful lot of that anyway?
Yeah, like, she is gone bloody home, man. Like, there's no and she's infectious, you know, you can't not go with her because she just catapults you. And the thing is, I found like I never knew where she was going to take me, but it was always wild. And yeah, it was a tiring shoot, but like I couldn't help pour myself into it. And even now when I gig, you know, with that music, it's impossible not to let go. I think when you make yourself, when you know, she's running off a very raw, emboldened, electrical, emotional nerves, and you have to go with it. But yeah, I took a long sleep after after I finished.
With your own background and that line about the reality TV, did they put that in because of your experience on TV before, or was that already in there?
No, I think that was already in.
In a way, though, I mean, it's taken a bit of time for your career to kind of reach the point that it is now. And now, I mean, you've with Rising Star and all these awards that are coming in your direction. So are you glad in a way that you didn't win that? Now, I think you should have, because I watched it the whole way through and I was a big fan. But do you think it's led you on a very different path?
Do you know what? That is up to life. Like, that is not my... I go into things and I try and bring as much dignity and try and learn from each thing as much as I can. And I feel like, yeah, what you know, it's got its own course for you, and you have to just... I've not really ever planned anything. I go off what I feel makes me feel happy and what I feel I can learn from and what I can, I don't know, give something back to people as well. And I feel like I've had lots of amazing little moments in my life, which I hope will continue to happen. Like, I don't really feel like this is a moment. Like, I think each little step is a step in your life, and that's that.
Listen, thank you very much, and best of luck with the film opening. It's a gorgeous film.
So. Oh, thanks very much. Thanks.